Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak on 15th July 2021, Treasury Consulting Group is a multinational headquartered group based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. We have 3 offices across the globe, and more importantly, we have clients across the globe. We operate our own prop fund, commodities desk, our learnings arm Sheetal Academy, our software platform, and many more products. We do own our own OTT platform, Over the Top TRFX Academy, and now we are starting a fresh series, Wealth Management and Mutual Fund Learnings, on our TRFX Academy. And apart from that, we have many more products to offer. If you wish to have any information, you can definitely WhatsApp on my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. Alternatively, you can WhatsApp me on our back office number, which is +91 9818485155. Many of you who knows me, they know that I started my career from Indian IT companies, SCL Technologies Limited, and I learned a lot from IT companies. I learned that how IT companies do, cheeky peeky with the revenue, how the hedge accounting standards in the Indian IT companies are a fun. Even today, in 2021, 99% IT companies in India are having treasury function as a cost center, except TCS. I learned how management spends millions of dollars on offsites, but when it comes to the appraisal, management is having a standard dialogue that we are out of cost, and many more things. I learned how on the name how the finance functions of IT companies are completely disorganized, and they start at 9 a.m. they wind up by 1 a.m. in the night. And still majority of the job not been done. Still majority of the job not been done. This is the dark phase of Indian IT companies, and all those who worked or working in the IT companies, they know that dark phase very well. Indian IT architecture is divided into 3 parts. Number one is the ITES, Information Technology Enabled Services. It's not call center, it's about back office business. But as cloud is moving up, the world is moving towards cloud. Rather, today on 15th July, I was watching the interview of Mr. Nadella, the chairperson and the CEO Microsoft. And he was giving his opinion as how Microsoft is changing the cloud architecture, how the Microsoft Dynamics to be linked with the Microsoft Teams, about the upcoming Microsoft Windows 11, and many more things. When it comes to cloud, the thing that comes to your mind is either AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and of course Alibaba. Keep aside what is happening with Alibaba in China, but still they are they are amongst top 4 cloud players in the world, no doubt about that. That is also a separate thing, that if I add the annual revenue of top 4 IT companies, which is HCL, Infosys, Wipro, and TCS, it might not be 1/10 of what Apple is earning in 1 year. Forget Apple, if I add Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook, you will get the realistic picture. But anyways, but sometimes few companies share price get substantial upward movement which raises eyebrows of the people. And of course, today I will speak with facts. I'm not from Hindi media, and I know that Hindi media do not loves me because they always speaks about price to equity, all these bloody nonsense. They never speak about price to earning growth, PEG. So this is one phase, which is ITES. Second is the hardcore IT work, which includes the application development, the new apps, new software, codification, and digitization. I don't know how competent Indian IT companies are in digitization, because when it comes to the cloud computing, the artificial intelligence, then Facebook, Microsoft, Google, of course, Amazon, they are far, far ahead than any of the Indian IT companies. But yes, Indian IT companies will continue to repeat digitization, digitization, and same thing. Rather, there was a information few months ago on the Google who suggests that around 3 million, which is precisely 25% of the Indian IT companies workforce. I repeat, 3 million, which is around 25% of the Indian IT companies workforce, is asked to step down on or before 2022, which means around less than 1 year. Why? You don't have jobs. Simple. Logic is pretty simple, but no media channel will debate this. That is also very simple. Guys, let's talk about some numbers. Numbers are a very important part in my life. I always speak with numbers. And I know how Indian IT companies report numbers. So these all numbers are 31st March 2021. I repeat, 31st March 2021. Tata Consultancy Services report 1,64,177, which is 1,64,177 crores worth of revenue, which tantamount to around 22 billion US dollars. I repeat, they report 1,64,177 crores worth of annual revenue, and that tantamount to around 22 billion US dollars. SL Technologies reported around 75,400 crores on a flat note, 75,400 crores, and that tantamount to around 10.18 billion US dollars. So practically SL is the third largest IT company, because Infosys, who report around 1,500 crores, they tantamount to around 13.57 billion dollars. So the first largest IT company is the TCS, who reported around 1,64,000 crores. Second IT company is the Infosys, who report around 1 lakh crores. Third is the SCL, who report around 76,000 crores revenue. Fourth is the Wipro, who reports around 62,000 crores of revenue. So if I add top four, TCS, SCL, Infi, and Wipro, the four listed and the largest Indian IT companies, we get the total revenue of around 4,02,000 crores. 4,02,000 crores, which is equal to around 54 billion US dollars. So don't ask me about the Apple, because Apple annual revenue is $250 billion, which means only Apple is 5 times of Indian IT companies. Forget including Microsoft, Facebook, Google, and don't even include Amazon. Because if you include Amazon, then things would be out of context. Just like when AB de Villiers started hitting, the ball is out of ground. So don't include Amazon in this. Do you know? Many people are saying that one day Zomato would be Amazon. How dare you can talk about Amazon? How dare? Don't talk about Amazon. Because one day Zomato would be Amazon. Many people saying. I'm not saying. But when I look at happiest mind, my mind is very happy. Let's talk numbers. You know that I note all numbers, and these numbers are from my loving Thomson Reuters. So, guys, in 2018, there are three important sections in any IT company. In fact, any company. One is the top line. Top line means the annual revenue. I'm giving you just a holistic definition, not detailed. Middle line means the operating profit, while PAT, profit after tax, is the bottom line. So the top line of Happiest Mind in 2018 is around 462 crores. 2019 is 590 crores. 2020 698, and 2021 is around 773 crores. A BCom fail can compute that Happiest Mind is 1/100th of SCL Technologies. Which means that if SCL is earning 100 rupees as a revenue, Happiest Mind earning 1 rupees. And don't compare this with Infosys and TCS, you would be disappointed. Because Infosys and TCRs are having higher revenue than SCL, so the ratio would be much higher. Because SCL earn 75,400 crores, while Infi earn around 100,000 crores, more than 100,000 crore, while TCS earn 1,64,000 crores. So if SCL earn 100 rupees, Happiest Mind earn 1 rupee, but still SCL having a share price of around 1,000 rupees and Happiest Mind is 1,500 rupees. The story not ending here, rather the story starting from here. In 2021, the net profit margins of Happiest Mind is around 21%. Net profit margin of Happiest Mind is 21%, 2021. In 2020, it's around 10.3%, 32%. In 2019, it's around 2.3%. And in 2018, it is negative margins, which means that loss. 2018 loss, 2019 2.3, 2020 10.3, 2021 is around 21%. Let me show you, tell you some numbers from Reuters. Net margin. Let me show you gross margins. Sorry, EBITDA margins. Or show you the middle line. Middle line 2021 22%, 2020 9.3, 2019 is around 2.2%. I spent around 9+ years in Indian IT companies, and after spending 9+ years, I fail to understand what is something in the Happiest Mind which I cannot see, and because of this, the the share stock is at almost 1,500 rupees. TCS 1,64,000 crores, SCL 75,000 crores, Infosys 1 lakh crore, Wipro around 62,000 crores. Am I supposed to tell you the share price of all these companies? What is something Happiest Mind is doing which Infosys, TCS, HCL, and Wipro is not doing? Let me show you one more thing, which is the third piece of the Indian IT sector. The US companies in India but they are not listed in India. They are listed outside. And here here you take top three, which is Capgemini, Cognizant, and Sapient. Capgemini, Cognizant, and Sapient. You can take IBM also and all, but generally we take three. Let's speak about Capgemini in the interest of time. It is headquartered in Paris, France. Capgemini has over 270,000 employees in 50 countries. And around 45%, which is 125,000, is in India, which means that 45% of the workforce of Capgemini works in India, whatever locations, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, and all. The annual operating income, forget operating income, let's talk the annual revenue of Capgemini in 2020 is around 15.84 billion euro. 15.84 billion euro, Capgemini. If I take this 15.84 into, take it current rate, 1.18, it's tantamount to around 19 billion US dollar. 19 billion US dollar is the annual revenue of 2020 of Capgemini. Don't talk about net income. Net income is around 1 billion, more than 1 billion US dollars. Only Capgemini is enjoying 1 billion US dollar of annual of net income in 2020. What the hell? TCS, HCL, Infi, Wipro, Capgemini, Sapient, Accenture, Cognizant, they are not up to, and Happiest Mind is up to. I love to understand that. And I hope that every IT company is having a department called analytics department, and they must be working on this, that what the hell they do hold which we do not hold. Because even after spending 9 years in IT companies, looking at the balance sheet of the Happiest Mind, looking at the website of the Happiest Mind, I fail to understand what they do hold which other IT companies don't. But I won't be surprised that probably 1 month from now, Happiest Mind might be 1800 rupees. And eventually it would touch 2000 rupees. But I personally know many senior management people in HCL. I would definitely be calling them and saying, guys, you check that you earning 100 rupees, they earning 1 rupee. You should check that what is something you don't have and they do have. Because your share price is 1000 and their price is at least 1500 as we speak. I know that many people feel offended, especially from media people, as usual, because Hindi media will never tell you these figures. By the way, did Hindi media told you that the net profit margins of Happiest Mind is 21%, last year 10.32, last year 2.3, and 2018 negative margins. Did Hindi media told you? No. Hindi media told you, see the result of Happiest Mind. They scored 21% margin, and some person will come on the TV screen and he will say, buy Happiest Mind, target 2100, and people started buying Happiest Mind. Oh my God, this person gave the target of Happiest Mind 2100, started buying, just like Zomato. And 99% people do not know that 21% net profit margin almost every IT company is enjoying. One thing which I not discussed in the interest of time is the cash positioning. Do you know the cash buffers in the books of TCS? Do you know the cash buffers in the books of Infi, HCL, and Wipro? Huge cash rich companies, Huge, guys. And if I compare that with Happiest Mind, I would be very happy. You know why? This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. Offended people, note my number +91 9899 242 978. Have a great time ahead.